Good evening. Dr. Robin Stern, excuse me, his book is entitled The Gaslight Effect. And he named this concept of gaslighting, I think he was the one responsible for it, based on the film in which starred Ingrid Bergman, which was made in, I think, 1944. In this movie, a man was trying to make his wife go mad simply because she had, excuse me, a lot of money and he wanted to get his grabby hands on that money. So he did everything within his power to make her believe or make it seem that she was crazy. It worked, but for the, it would have worked, but for the intervention of this very savvy police officer. And that's why I talk about things regarding mental health. And it's because the subtle damage, the manipulation of the mind through words, action, beauty, wealth can impact another person's life is tremendous. I'm talking about this today for one basic reason. I normally just leave my content to reels, and that's fine by me. But I grew up in a household where gaslighting and manipulation was the theme of the day, and it was the way people got what they wanted. I'm talking about the fact that I did live in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian Briton, and I have lived within two phases of both societies. What brought about my diatribe today was of a content creator called Coral Bidi, and what she does terrifies me because even in 2025, gaslighting is still rife and is still used to destroy lives. This particular content creator was married to a chiropodist called Dr. Justin Dean, and he, to which I'm sure he regrets, seems not to be able to deal with her when they were married and came out on social media to announce that he didn't want to be with her anymore. So, what did that cause? The flurry of reactions from this woman. She has 10 million followers and they follow her diligently, wholeheartedly, viciously. If you have ever watched Dr. Justin Dean's videos, you could see the damage the diatribe had wrought on him. Anyway, that's the by and by. They've been divorced now for nearly, I think, 4 years. He left her when she was 9 months pregnant. And in Africa, in some parts of Africa, that's a no no. You're supposed to stay with it, you stick with it. Why am I talking about it today? Because yesterday I watched one of her videos. And in that video, she reached out to her audience and said, listen, I'm tidying my wardrobe. She's a very beautiful woman. She was seductively dressed in a sarong, everything on show, delicately put. And many people fall for beauty, they fall for youth, and they fall for sweet tones. And I could see that that was what was happening here. She said, I just want us to talk and we talk about something we did because of love. And she went on to explain that when she was with her ex, this Dr. Justin Dean, she he took her to his family's place. Dr. Justin Dean is a white American, and I believe he's from is Oregon or somewhere like that. I believe that's where he's from the mountain ranges. I don't know. Please forgive me. And she went on to tell her audience, considering she has 10 million, to tell the audience that when she went to visit her ex's family, they welcomed her with a watermelon. And while she was eating the watermelons, which she said she was enjoying, they were laughing and sniggering at her. And then she went on to say, after she finished the watermelon, they offered her chicken, which she ate in all her innocence. And she said that she did it out of love. So that's one thing that first of all caught my attention. Did you eat the watermelon out of love, although you knew you were going to be ridiculed? Because that is what you are saying to your 10 million followers. But what really bothered me is the impact this could have on relationships between the Americans, Africans, white and black. From my point of view, I believe she's doing this to gain followers and to gain stars, because after each statement, she says, please don't forget to send me stars. Dr. Robinstein said three things. When you are being gaslit, one, what is being said or done will get inside your head, manipulate your emotions. And this is what is happening to this woman with her 10 million followers. And it will more or less, second, what is being said to you will trigger what is inside you and make you react to things. You can imagine if you've been racially profiled or attacked and you hear somebody saying this, how that will make you react. Third, it will shake your judgment, even though if you want to be a staunch believer of justice, of the truth, just the fact that you hear somebody saying it out, that this was what happened to them, will shake your judgment. And lastly, most importantly, what Dr. Stern said is that it will shake your self-esteem as a person. And what this woman is doing is shaking the self-esteem of a group of people whose self-esteem is already on the low. So imagine how they would feel hearing a black woman, I'm talking about Africans here, or anybody that's been marginalized, that this is what the ex did to her. And I have three questions to this content creator called Coral Bidi. Why now, 3 years after the divorce, is this coming out? And if it was as serious as it is, that's number two, why present it as doing something for somebody that you love? And the last question I have for her is, you said you went to that village innocently, you had no experience of the world. But prior to meeting your husband, your ex-husband, you had written a book in which you told us that you had a sugar daddy whose main favorite thing for you to do was to eat out his nether regions. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, so I know that there are certain things that you wouldn't do unless you've been introduced to them. But yet you said you went to a village in Oregon in probably 2021 or 2019, and this racial act was committed against you, but you were not aware of the connotation, of the meaning, and you just did it. You just ate the watermelon out of love. I think we need to be careful. We can't forget Rwanda. We can't forget the Hutsis. There are a lot of things, a lot of wars that were started by word of mouth. And Coral Bidi, this is my message to you. Be very careful. Be very careful about what you are trying to ignite. I'm ashamed that a lot of Nigerians or Africans will respond to that and probably lash out to that young man. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. My YouTube is Fola Speaks. Fola Speaks. That's the name of my page. I speak. A lot of my points of view or my outlook in life has come from life experience. And I can see here that something is being done wrong to this young man. He doesn't deserve this. He's a good father. He doesn't deserve this. Because to what To what gain would you come and say this in November 2025 when you've been divorced for nearly 5 years? You didn't do it because you were in love. You did it to make sure that you got views, you got people who will go and attack the guy, and to create another war, like a lot of the wars that you've created from word of mouth that you've said. So I would suggest to anybody, if you don't want to know what gaslighting is, I would suggest you read the book Gaslit. Don't be swayed. Don't let your emotions rub you the wrong way, because that's all this girl is doing. She's beautiful, she's young, and she's good at what she does. She's good at what she does, destroying lives. I'll leave you tonight, and I hope you take an inward look at yourself and decide, is what she doing, is that right? Would you want that done to a family member of yours? It really riled me up. It really riled me up what she did. And that's why I'm speaking.